traveling with the hills. Right now we are still in California, but we had a little bit of change in plans.
We're in Pebble Beach.
We were supposed to go to San Francisco, but we realized that we were going to be getting into San Francisco a little later than we wanted to make sure that we got a spot to boondock for the night. So we ended up pulling into a place called Morgan Hill, California, which is pretty funny since that's my name. We ran into some locals, talked to them at a brewery, and realized that we needed to extend our stay. So we extended for 2 days, and we're now driving around Pebble Beach. The 17-mile drive is absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to show you why you need to do this. The most insane houses. What do you think? Is it worth it?
We need to be millionaires so we can afford to maybe have a guest house here. Famous hole 18 on Pebble Beach. That view
Doesn't suck. I am so excited because we've now ventured into Carmel-by-the-Sea, and they've got these cottage houses that look like they're from a fairy tale storybook. So we're gonna go find those and find some of the cute shops and then figure out where we're gonna eat dinner.
Taking her out for a hot date.
Cheers.
Camera died last night, so La Bicicleta.
I guess that's right? How you say it. We had dinner at a place that Taylor Swift and Travis went to with Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper, I think, but apparently it blew up after that. All that to say, the pizza was absolutely incredible.
Service was great too.
Service was great.
When the owners are there eating with their entire family, you know it's probably a pretty good place if they're gonna come to their own restaurant. But didn't get to film much of that, but it was a great dinner night. Now to today, we are in where? Capitola Beach?
Yep.
Yeah. Learning my Spanish these days.
It's really cute around here, so we're gonna show you guys around. We're just kind of walking around doing some shopping, and then we're gonna go see the beach later as well. And they've got some really cute, I guess, pastel colored houses on the beach that they're famous for.
Follow along, bringing the boys.
Yes, the dogs are with us today.
Pups in the wild.
So follow along.
Take two. We officially made it to the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, California.
Crazy that we are here, but we are starting a boondocking journey now that we've gotten through Morgan Hill, California, and we stopped through Pebble Beach, Carmel-by-the-Sea, Santa Cruz. We are making our way.
Where do we try to go after that? Calientes? No, that's right.
Capitola?
Capitola. Not it. Myrtle
Yeah.
Beach of the West Coast.
Yeah,
in
Myrtle Beach
all
of the West
honesty.
Coast.
So didn't take much content of that one, but we're headed up towards Tillamook, Oregon now. Gonna boondock along the way, so.
We're gonna bring you guys along. This is probably our favorite thing to do on this journey is the boondocking. It's probably the hardest thing to do, but it's a lot of fun. So we're gonna bring you along, and we're starting right here at the Golden Gate Bridge.
With no generator. That didn't want to run this morning. So we'll see how that is, boondocking with no generator over the next few days. So good luck. We'll see how it goes.
What are you doing? Shelly!
We made it to our home for the night. Nothing too crazy. On the side of a road somewhere on our way to Eureka, California. So on our way up towards the Tillamook area, northern side, Northern California, past Mendocino. Drove about 6 hours from the Golden Gate and got a little tired. So started looking around for spots to camp and found one right beside the river. Not too shabby. So I think me and Little Lone River might go take a dip in the river. No shower tonight. I think the river might be the shower. So I'm gonna show you guys around this. This water's absolutely insane how crystal clear it is. You can see fishes swimming everywhere. It's only about 1 foot, 2 foot deep in most spots. So not really anything crazy, but beautiful little spot. Night one boondocking. Let's go. Sun's went down a little bit, but you can still see little spots of how clear this water is. It's truly insane how blue it is. Honestly, the river looks like it's flowing backwards at the moment. Don't know if it looks like that on screen, but should be flowing from left to right. Looks like it's definitely flowing right to left. So science, always a fun one. Old RV held up well today too. Pulled the Jeep the whole time. E-bikes are massive on the back of this thing, but riding well. Normally when we go up mountains like we have been in today, the RV doesn't like them and we have to unhook the Jeep, but today she ran like a champ.
What are you guys doing up there? Just chilling. Is it cold?
Not too bad. I want to go walk across it.
I'm surprised you're not swimming.
I haven't got to test the water out to see how cold it's going to be, but I got a feeling it's about to be pretty cold. So I guess there's nothing to it but to do it now. Also trying to figure out how not to bring all this algae back into the land or on me. But I guess we'll figure that one out after we jump in, or we'll just bring it with us. So seen a bunch of fish in the water this morning. Pretty neat. Insane how clear this water is. It's probably 6-8 feet deep, maybe deeper. Literally see all the way down to the bottom of it. So time for a swim. That'll wake you up. Good morning, California. That was cold. The brain said swim across the lake at first, but yeah, that quickly changed. That was freaking cold. Don't know if you can see all the trout that are in the water. There's some big ones right on the top here. Yeah, you can see a little bit of them. I think they liked me jumping in. They went crazy after I did that. Boondocking's the way to go. Nice, beautiful hair day this morning. Hair's a little wet from my swim, but just feeling extremely grateful for this life that we have created, that we have. I woke up with no neighbors. Yeah, we're on the side of a road, but nobody honked at us as they went by. Not really many cars overnight. Woke up this morning, Morgan's done her devotional outside. I got to take a swim in some random river. I couldn't even tell you where the heck we are in California. I don't know, this is what we dreamed of. When we kind of started throwing around this idea of what we wanted to do, my mind was camping in the woods, not really near anybody. Swimming, I need to get a fishing pole so I can start fishing because there's trout everywhere. But being outside, away from everything, away from the problems of the world, and here we are, no complaints. We were not aware that we were right beside the world famous grandfather red oak tree. She is a beast. Got a little teepee over there. It's a freaking monster of a tree. I didn't tell Morgan, but I bought her a new house. Hope you like it, babe.
These trees are huge. What do you think about that view?
Not too shabby. This ride is incredible.
Update on the boys. Sully. Oh, hi Shem. Holy moly. This looks like a postcard.
We made it to Redwood National and State Park. I say and State Park because they've joined the two parks, I think it's multiple parks actually, together to be under the national park umbrella to get the funding and resources that it needs to keep up with this massive park. Honestly, kind of on a short little ride. It's late afternoon, probably closer towards sunset than anything at the moment. So brought the boys out to go walk around, found this little overlook on the map, had no idea what it was going to look like, and it's honestly postcard material. Going to see some redwoods. Take you along. Dogs enjoying their view. Well, they can't really see it, but they're also trying to jump off the cliff, so.
I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this or not, but there are seals popping up everywhere over here. You can just barely see their heads. I'm hoping that they start to get close enough that you'll be able to see it better on the camera. This is so cool, and it is so beautiful out here. Guys, they are literally right there. They're swimming towards us right now. Is that what they sound like? All right, what's the secret behind skipping a rock?
A flat rock, and you try to skip it.
How do you do it though?
You just gotta get a little in the water and just skip along. Flat.
All right, so a flat rock.
Wet feet.
Wow, you got 3 out of that one.
Top-notch sunset right here, boys and girls. Absolutely incredible.
We're seeing our first bear. Of course, we're taking a safe distance from this and not approaching it. But it is so cool to see a bear. This is so cool.
I guess you can't really see me too well, but day 2 of Redwood National Forest National Park. We're actually headed in to a small town to go to a farmer's market with it being a Saturday morning. But we're passing, you can see out of that window, elementary school, and I look behind it and there's probably 10-15 elk, literally, at the back of the school. That's a pretty cool start to the day.
There's so many of them out here right now.
Well, we showed up to this town of Arcadia, maybe? And honestly just had thousands of people here. Had no idea this would be it. A big bike parade. I need to learn the name of it. I haven't really heard too many people talk about the name of it, but they're like custom-made festival bikes. Looks like Halloween style. Pretty neat area. I mean, small town has, I think everybody in the town is here. So, gonna show you around for whatever is left of it. It seems like it just ended. So, gonna try to make a little bit of the farmer's market and see what else we can find. Which thing in the market?
I'm a little overwhelmed. There's a lot going on here for sure, but we found the produce, which is what I came for.
Morgan's in heaven.
What?
She found a necklace store, or bead store.
So we can make you make them. Pick out your beads and then you make a necklace or a bracelet.
E-bikes have been so much fun. Exploring around California at the moment. A little cold today, as you can tell.
I got my beanie on now, guys.
Alright, so we are headed down the Newton B. Drury. I know I'm saying that wrong. Scenic Parkway. It's about a, I think, 8 to 10 mile parkway. It's at 7 miles to the visitor center, and I'm assuming it's another mile or two after that from the entrance that we're coming in. But headed to go try to hike some redwoods, but mainly so that Morgan can get her national park stamp.
My favorite.
Yeah, her favorite part of the trip is literally getting a stamp in each of the national parks that we've gone to.
And it's free.
For once, Morgan finds something free. Cool though, because it puts, they have a stamp that has kind of the park itself, but then also one that has the date, so we can kind of keep track of that. The little envelope's cool because then she can write little notes about what we did, what we saw. Started out this morning by trying to go to a farmer's market. Can't say we didn't succeed in that. We bought eggs and a bag of salad mix that Morgan will eat. I could care less about 13 ingredients for a salad, but we have eggs again, so that's a big win in my book. Got to ride the bikes around. Little small town, very funky, weird, eclectic, cool, weird little town. Out of that now, into the Redwood Forest. We'll see what hike we go on. We got one that's 3.5 miles, but it's already 4 o'clock, so we might get dark on us, but we got headlamps, so we'll see what we get into.
I got my state park stamp. It looks like it's a redwood, and then I love that it's got the date on it as well. I typically title it here, and then I'll write what hike we did and what my favorite part about the park was. But this is such a fun way to bring a souvenir home. I think this book was probably about 10 bucks and the stamps are free. So it's something fun to grab whenever you go to a state park or a national park. Want to see my crib?
That's crazy.
Look up. So wild.
Got a 7 mile hike ahead. The name of it is
Good luck.
the West Ridge and the Rhododendron. Yeah, that's so freaking wrong. Trail. So literally you start it and it is just redwood after redwood.
So we wanted to do the Fern Trail, but unfortunately we realized that there was a permit system. They're still like trying to figure all of that out. So we found this one instead. Really excited to see it. Obviously you can see there's ferns all around us. And apparently some epic redwoods as well. So we're kind of getting the best of both worlds, but definitely something to look forward or look into when you're visiting national parks. The permit system, it's gotten us a few times.
Yeah, we're still learning the permit system, but also learning that as much as we like to plan, we still are kind of last minute people, and the permit system and being last minute people doesn't work hand in hand. So hey, National Park Service, make me pay a late fee and I'll gladly still get permit day of, but I don't know, that part sucks. Look at the burl on that. That is so sick. The General Sherman tree and the sequoias is big. I think these are bigger. Just a gal who loves her ferns.
All different kinds.
I like the redwoods. Ferns aren't that cool. A monster that fell. We were watching somebody else's video. Wish I could tag you. Sorry I can't. But they said that the redwoods only are 10 feet deep into the ground. Their root system and all.
It's so mind-blowing to me with how tall these trees are. They're huge.
Tallest trees in the world. 10 feet deep. That's crazy. Is there a better sound than hearing a little creek with no other noise? I think not. These clovers are huge. I still can't find a 4-leaf clover. Ain't that something?
A fallen redwood might look like the end of a tree's story, but it's actually just the beginning of something extraordinary. These giants can take centuries to decompose, and during that time, they become vital ecosystems. Cracks and hollows in the fallen trunks provide shelter and food for birds, small mammals, amphibians, and even insects. On the forest floor, these nurse logs offer a moist, fertile surface where new life takes root. Things like huckleberries, ferns, sorrel, and even young redwoods begin their journey. In death, a redwood's legacy is life. But what brings them down? Storms and floods can saturate the soil and weaken root systems, while high winds may topple over even the mightiest of trees. Fires, especially when frequent, can be fatal despite their natural role in the ecosystem, and humans, more efficient than any natural forest, have logged 95% of the old-growth redwoods since 1849. So protecting what remains is about more than just preserving these trees. It's about safeguarding an entire web of life. I don't think that I was prepared for how small I would feel around these redwoods. It's insane, and it's like magical in this forest, hearing the river, the stream, and being surrounded by so much foliage. It's so beautiful. Yeah, we underestimated the temperature. It was definitely cooler this morning when we went to a farmer's market, and we've been shedding layers, beanies, all the things.
Well, beanie.
Yeah, beanie.
Don't include me in the beanies. It's over 50 degrees. You do not.
I was cold.
Video does not do justice of how big this tree is. This is crazy. Trail isn't in the best shape. Definitely having to kind of find our way, but only passed one other person so far, so no complaints there. As someone who's grown up in the woods his whole life, spent a lot of time outside hiking in nature, but a lot of it was on the East Coast. It is so weird being in these national parks or these massive forests, but this one's been really, really weird to me just because it is eerie. I mean, you've got these monster trees, vegetation everywhere, but it is truly just dead silent. No airplanes, no noise from other people, no car noise. Like, it's very, very eerie out here. Then I start thinking about survival shows and all those you've seen. It'd be hard to live out here. It really would be. Figured I'd carry that along. Trees are insane. And as I say that, you hear airplanes, so avoid everything I just said. See how good you were at limbo. Don't get your white shirt dirty. I don't know if y'all could hear all of those joints that just popped in that bend. We might have to go to the hospital after that. Part of the trail is on a old deadfall. You can't really even tell because everything's grown around it so much, all the vegetation. Everything's growing off of. You can't even see where the deadfall, it starts right there, but you can't really even tell. And you're literally walking across a redwood. Didn't want to cut the whole tree. Just want to give you enough headroom.
Well, this is a bit of a situation. Big tree that fell. I'm a little slower than Blake is. This is crazy. Literally on the trail. And I'm starting to think that I shouldn't be the video camera.
I was wondering.
Girl, I need my hands to get up this thing. Oh my gosh, you literally have to walk down the trunk.
The old trail. That big bastard had to fall on the way. Little change of plans. We're gonna take Prairie Creek, not the West Ridge portion. So we walked, we're right here. We walked, there's a trail that goes all the way back in here, down at this point. It's only about 1.5 miles straight, but it was 6 miles what we did, about 1.5 miles now along the creek. Not gonna take this West Ridge, which was a bit longer. 6:30, so starting to get a little dark, so I'm gonna try to run this one out a little bit. I hear a creek and I hear birds. Two of my favorite things when you're out in the woods. Beautiful little bridge. Nice little creek.
This is a bit of a change of scenery.
For the girl that doesn't like bugs, I think you're gonna find them. Definitely gonna eat some spider webs on this portion of the walk.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Trail maintenance in the jungle must be pretty hard. Thankfully, it's not briars, nothing cutting you up too bad. Still by the stream. They even made me a bench.
I don't even really know how we're still on a trail. Oh my gosh, that was a bird. This is so dense. It just, I guess, has not been kept up with very well, to be honest.
It's only gonna get worse with summer coming.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think something too that we always try to think about is, you know, that's why it's so important to support the national parks. And if you're watching this and you love national parks, then you also get that. We always try to round up when we can or make a donation, because I think truly, like, they need it right now. And it's all going to a good cause, and getting to enjoy the parks that are so well kept. There's a bug that just flew in my face. It's such a blessing. So hopefully, you know, they can get out here and they'll clean some of these trails up, but we're still thankful to be out here and it's still beautiful in its own way.
The car's right there through the woods. Haven't had to do a creek crossing or anything all day. Thankfully, it looks like we can get across without having to get wet, but
looks like the bridge is broken.
8 miles in, and this is what you get as a broken bridge, and I don't know. Water would feel kind of good on the feet right now, but don't necessarily want to have wet socks, so see if we can stay dry and do this. Boom, boom. Success. Now let's see how skilled Morgan is in her acrobatics today. No wet boots. It's a good day.
My legs hurt, my hips hurt, but we got steps in today, and I'm thankful for that.
I'm picking the trails next time. Morgan picked this as a get your steps in hike.
ChatGPT told me to do this hike. We wanted to do the fern hike, but couldn't get a permit.
Yeah, I'm back in charge of picking hikes, I think. It was beautiful. I can't complain too much. I mean, that's how we spent our Saturday, out hiking 8 miles in the woods in Redwood National Forest as 2 kids that live in Charleston. So, can't complain
really
much.
Cool trees.
Big trees.
Climb through trees.
Yeah, could have left it at about 1.5 miles.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that one.
But we're alive. We'll keep going until tomorrow. I don't know if there's a better sight after a hike than seeing your car again and knowing that you only have a few more steps to go. Not a bad view though. On the road again, headed towards Tillamook. Got 1 day of boondocking ahead of us, which I'm excited about. I think we're staying at a dog park tonight.
We're supposed to get some rain, so we couldn't stay anywhere too cool because we don't want to pull off the road too much.
Yeah, the rig's a little heavy to be playing in the dirt. So passing through Crescent City, which is about 45 minutes outside of the Redwood National Forest, and we saw a cool lighthouse. So pulled over, let's go see what a lighthouse is all about. So they have a driftwood problem here. Lighthouse is up there. Probably gonna end up cutting to some drone clips of it because it costs money to enter, and there's also a road that we can't cross. Well, the $2,000 drone that I have decided that it doesn't want to fly today, so not getting any video of this lighthouse, but it looks really cool from here. Beach looks really cool. It looked really cool from the drone, but maybe next year. Excuse the RV that's a little dirty right now, but don't know if you can see that our dog wants to be the driver. What are you doing, crazy man? Leaving one state and entering the next. The old girl has made it.
We made it to Oregon. We weren't planning to stop, but we saw a whole bunch of people pulled over on the side of the road and in some parking lots to go see a natural bridge in Oregon. So we are making another stop, and we looked it up and the pictures look insane. So I'm gonna show you guys as soon as we get down there.
Well, we have made it to camp spot for the next night, or for tonight I guess. Still learning English. Not a bad view though. Little county park area that they said that you can just park at using one of the boondocking apps I have. So rig made it safe. I think the boys are gonna love being able to run around here, and just a horrible view that we have. Not a bad day after a long day of driving. Just my beautiful wife on another bike ride. Let's go see a lighthouse, kid. It might help to turn the bike on, but you can also pedal it. Oh yeah. Always the luckiest. Alright, since getting into Oregon yesterday, I am just blown away by the beauty of this state. I mean, every corner just seems to have a view just like this. It is absolutely insane. Can't climb up the lighthouse tower, but cool little spiral staircase.
Well,
RV doors are locked, and for some reason don't want to unlock, so now we get a break in. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2.
Oh my gosh. What is going on with our door? Thought it would be a little easier to get open. Looks like I might be going through the window too. RV life. It's fun, but it is not always sunshine and rainbows. We've been having some troubles with this door, just getting stuck, and it drives me insane when I can't open it. We just got down from the lighthouse and I went to go open the door and I was like, Blake, I cannot get this thing open. Normally he pushes it and it just making sure it's all the way shut, it opens back up, but for some reason it's jammed. So let's see how long this takes to get fixed. Woohoo! Uh-oh.
We're handy. I don't know what's going on, but on today's episode of Blake Gets to Fix It.
Okay, so I think Blake got the door fixed. He is putting the bikes back on the Jeep. We've got about a 2.5 hour drive up the road to Tillamook, which is where we're staying with Rome America Campground. I am so excited to be staying in this campground. The one that we stayed at in Page, Arizona was stunning. But first we're gonna make some lunch, and on today's menu, we've got chicken salad, and then I've got some carrots and some peppers we're gonna eat with hummus, trying to stay healthy on the road, and then also save money. This is the best way to do that, by making lunch in the RV.
These little Oregon small towns that we're passing through have been so beautiful. Actually, the RV we just passed was at our campground a few days ago, so that couple noticed us. But these little small towns, it's Memorial Day weekend, so it's been really cool to see all the American flags everywhere. I mean, I don't know, thinking of West Coast, I never thought much patriotism, but I mean, there's been hundreds of American flags throughout these towns on our way to Tillamook. So gonna make a few more stops, hopefully see a few more lighthouses, but here's a nice little view of our road trip.
I think he wants to drive.
I wish you would drive. He could put more miles of driving than Mom has. Taking a quick little pit stop, let the boys out, but also to see Depot Bay. Not sure exactly how to describe it, but the smallest bay in the country. Really tight area, choppy water pulling in and out of it. So hopefully I can transition over to some drone clips of the bay here in a second, but seems like a cute little town, so hopefully we can explore it a little bit. I know Morgan's happy to go shopping, so
we're finding a coffee shop.
Oh boy, I'm sure there'll be more than just coffee bought on this one, so let's see how expensive this trip gets.
Depot Bay is named after Charlie Depot, a Joshua Indian from the Coast Reservation, who with family members received allotments of land in 1894 when the reservation was closed. Sunset Investment Company formed the town in 1927, dividing the area into lots and selling them. That same year, the Depot Bay Bridge was completed. The Depot Bay Bridge was actually expanded in 1941, and the harbor was dredged in 1950 to deepen the bay for boat traffic.
Got me my first affogato and fancy. Saw somebody get one a few days ago in Yosemite, I think? Or San Francisco one. I don't know. We've been a few places, but shot of espresso, scoop of ice cream. Basically frosted coffee, but not Chick-fil-A's. So, good day in the neighborhood for Blake. We don't have to share with Morgan. Even better.
Is it good?
Delicious.
And I did my fabulous lavender vanilla latte with oat milk that I get everywhere I possibly can. 10 out of 10. Checking into Rome Tillamook, and we are so excited to be back with a Rome America. And the RV problems today continue. I don't know if you can see, but we are leaking something. All right, we unhooked the Jeep from the RV. Unfortunately, the RV problems are continuing and we are leaking something out of the back. So Blake's gonna have to figure that out. Hopefully this is something that he can fix. He is very handy when it comes to stuff like this. I, on the other hand, feel so useless because I have no idea how to help or do any of that stuff. So I just kind of stay out of the way. I'll get our house set up because we're gonna be camping here for the next few weeks. Hopefully this is not going to be a big deal, but I'm gonna go get the Jeep packed, or the Jeep parked, and then go get the house unpacked, and I'll show you guys how we set up. All right, we think we figured it out.
RV life is fun. especially in an old RV. Thankfully, before I blind you guys, we are at our campground. So we're pulling in. I noticed that our rear view camera for the RV got blurry, that it wasn't raining. I knew something was going on. Pulled into a campground. I smelled diesel. Obviously not good. Got back into our camp spot, shut it off. Now Morgan just helped me crank up the RV again so I could make it leak. It's a fuel line, cracked in it, 1997 RV. So what, 28 years old, fuel lines go bad, they're rubber, it happens. So thankfully we're camping here for the next few weeks. We've already got to get a mechanic to come help me chase an electrical problem that we're having with the generator. Now he gets to help me change out a fuel line. Probably could do it by myself, but I think I'm going to need another set of hands to get to this one. So kill two birds with one stone, as in pay one mechanic, hopefully one time.
And the fun part is that this is in our bedroom in the back of the RV. So it's literally our bed.
This is our bed.
Our bed is currently moved up right now and he's working underneath it. So we're gonna open lots of windows and get this diesel smell out of here, and I'm gonna go work on getting this place set up.
Boys are outside. Beautiful day. Gonna wake up tomorrow and do it again.
Glizzies for Memorial Day, just as I had requested. Cheers.
We made it to Seaside Beach.
Vacation.
Working with Drift Hotels for the next 4 nights, working with 2 of their different properties. So gonna take you around town. Seaside seems like a beautiful little town. Hotel is right outside of the Main Street, Broadway Street area. So you can go explore a little bit. Grab a dinner and a beer. Boys are along for the ride. Keep you updated.
Exploring Seaside on the Oregon coast, which we started our trip off on Seaside Beach in Florida. This is definitely a little different.
That's funny, I didn't even think
Very
of that.
windy out here right now.
This beach is huge. It's probably a 1/4 mile to the ocean right there, but some sand dunes here, but a little bit further back is the main access point. But they are massive. Out for a walk with the boys this morning and gonna go on a little bike ride to go explore other little towns around. Well, we are taking the bikes around.
Got a blast.
To go explore. She told me I was being too shaky with the camera, moving it around too much. So I'm gonna stay in my spot now and not move and follow her, because then I get yelled at later times. You ready to go explore Oregon?
Especially on my e-bike.
Alrighty, we're gonna show you guys around. I think we got about a 3-mile ride. So let's see what we see along the way. Got a blast. This state is so freaking beautiful. We're riding our bikes to Gearhart still, and literally roadside view. How insane.
That is a massive sea lion that we're looking at right there. We're gonna call him Sully. Well, we have been rather busy for the last few days because we've been working with a few hotels, which is honestly one of my favorite things that we've done on this journey. I love getting to check into a hotel and kind of explore an area. It almost feels like we're on our own little mini vacation. I know that probably, yeah, it probably sounds funny saying that, but I feel like when we're living out of the RV, that's just like normal day-to-day life. And then checking into hotels is like a little fun getaway, if you will.
I like it because it means old fashions.
Yeah, he loves getting the old fashions. We typically ask for like a food and bev credit, but we just stayed at the Ashore Hotel, which was really cute on Seaside Beach. Smaller area. We took our bikes down to Gearhart, Oregon, which is super cute, very small, but we went to an awesome wine bar called Daughters. And then we're also staying at the Bellline?
Well,
we were supposed to be going to one of their sister hotels. We're working with the Adrift Hospitality Management Company right now. And so one of their hotels, the Shelbourne, is where we're supposed to go, historical building in Washington. We're gonna be able to check Washington off our list, but we had mixed up and forgot about the dudes. So had
Can't
to
leave them.
shift course and are now at the Bowlin, is what they call it. Bow Wow.
Oh, Bowlin.
Yeah. She's a
interesting.
learned lady now, but had to make a little move. But we're in Astoria now, where the Goonies was filmed, and big Goonie fan here.
Besides that, he fell asleep during the movie last night. So
gonna explore around, take the dudes out for a little walk. Let's roll. Perfect dismount from Morgan here, but one of our stops here is at the Maritime Museum, and there happens to be a Coast Guard station here, which we're getting new to this page and kind of new to our story. So some of you that hopefully are family and friends watching know this, but some of our new followers don't know about us in that sense. So we kind of ended up together we ended up together before we graduated college, but thought I was joining the military, wanted to join the Army, met this one. She changed that to kind of the Coast Guard, trying to stay stateside, or in a sense in, I don't know, a coastal place. So we're looking at joining the Coast Guard, and I got medically disqualified for just some stupid medical reasons. And
blessing in disguise, though.
here we are now, not in the Coast Guard. In Oregon, somewhere I would have loved to have been stationed on the West Coast, doing just a completely different experience than being on the East Coast, somewhere I'm used to. So happened to be on the phone with my mom this morning, having a chance just talking about life, just laughing about where we're at, and a Coast Guard boat comes by. So I don't know, kind of funny, just ironic that we're now here in this life looking at a Coast Guard base on travels across the country. So gonna keep exploring Astoria. We're out on the bikes today, so you ready?
Yep.
Let's go, Bean.
All kinds of noise.
I was hoping I was gonna get her sea lion noise before she realized I was getting it on camera, but there's a ton of sea lions over here just absolutely screaming at us right now. And Morgan, I'm wondering, what's your sea lion noise? Time for some grub.
So we ended up riding our bikes down to this pier, and we were coming to look for seafood, but then we saw a sign for a Mediterranean place, and I just had the best gyro I've had in so.
It wasn't seafood, but it was pretty darn good. And I knew when we saw a Greek place, I wouldn't win in that argument, so that's where we went. I knew I was gonna get a baklava. Yeah, it wasn't as good as yours.
That's my grandmother. She makes great Greek baklava. But then we turned the corner and we found one of the cutest local gift shops as well, and we learned a lot about the Goonies, and they're having a huge Goonies Fest next weekend. So I'm hoping that we come back, and then there's also a farmer's market.
Yeah, big farmer's market.
Hopefully we end up coming back, yeah, and we can show you guys what it's all about.
Well, we made it to the main house from the Goonies, so pretty neat that people literally still live here, so I ask you to not trespass or be on their property too much, but pretty neat.
Blake, what are we going to do? We saw a sign as soon as we walked into this that said you could go get a glider for $1, and we immediately turned around and went and bought 2 gliders. Stairs almost got me, but I think it's worth it to go to the top. I'm excited to throw my glider.
Wind in. Whoa. Let's go. Let's go. Get some wind. Get some wind. She's a goner. She's a goner.
That was so cool.
Heck yeah. Oh no. I definitely beat that one.
Oh, it's still going, but that was a bit of a nosedive there, huh?
What do you have to say about that performance?
Wow.
Uh-oh. We got a real biker. Yeah, the way... Coolest house I've seen in a long time. An insane view. Well, of a porta-john as well, but
The houses in
view of the
Astoria
river
are
is insane.
so cute.
If there's one thing we love, it's food trucks and beer. Especially Thai food trucks. So, out at Bowie Beer Company.
Awesome outdoor area.
Brought the boys. Last few beers. Full Thai food. Not a bad night. Y'all get the shots you get. Our normal camera's messing up, so we're going
Just
to
having
our
a
big...
little bit of issues.
Yeah, so welcome to life. But heading out of Astoria.
We've loved it here. It's so cute. We were really excited to come and see things that were related to the Goonies, but we ended up riding our bikes around. We met some awesome people, tried some great restaurants.
Such a cool little town.
It really
honestly,
is.
like one of our favorite small towns that we've been to on the whole trip. Couldn't live here, I don't think.
Yeah,
I could have
small.
a vacation home here. It could be a cool little mountain beach getaway. Really, really cool time. Now for the fun of life, which is giving the dudes a bath. They are disgusting. They get groomed in a few days, but they're just too dirty
I can't
to
wait
take
any
to the
longer
house. So,
for them to get a bath.
probably won't document that because that's
Yeah.
already going to be hell in itself. So let's not try to document it and add more to my life. But let's go watch the dudes.
Yeah,
Astoria.
we're gonna go watch the dudes. We had a great time in Astoria, and
Adrift, thank you for
Yep.
your hospitality. We hope to work with you guys again. It truly was a beautiful hotel. Ashore was awesome in Seaside as well, but the Bowline killed it. Absolutely killed it. Got to watch a sea lion this morning too.
Alrighty, finishing out our week here in Tillamook, our first kind of week in Oregon, spending our time in Tillamook, Garibaldi, Astoria, Seaside. Didn't hit Cannon Beach yet. We're going to make that part of our next week adventures, but then finished out our Saturday and Sunday by going to a winery of Morgan's uncle who lives in town, or lives about 2 hours out of town. So went and visited him for a little bit, got a drink at some wineries, which I'm not a big wine guy, but honestly enjoyed that one. Didn't suck. Now going to explore around town a little bit more next week. So thanks for tuning in on this week's episode, and we'll see you again next week.